Electric Avenue was actually the first street in London to receive electric light. And we've been electrified again tonight because the great Eddy Grant has regaled us, switching on these lights, these very colourful lights as you can see here, which would mark Electric Avenue's significant historical significance within London. Eddy Grant, as usual, was sensational. We are iDeLick Media. We're greeting you from Lambeth, which is the principal municipality in London, and in the capital of Lambeth, which is, of course, is sunny Brixton. Brixton forever. As mentioned before, we are here with Mr. Eddy Grant. First, I'd like to say to you, congratulations on receiving a citation from the Guyanese government on their 50th anniversary for your lifetime achievement. So obviously that's another jewel in your crown, as it were. Could I start off by asking you, what was it that you saw about Electric Avenue that kind of inspired you to write the song, you know, that song so long ago in the first place?
The name, it was, it just, you know, some things that you see, and that's how I write. I see, I hear, and I feel. And when I saw the sign, Electric Avenue, because of course, myself, like most people in the world, didn't know of its existence, you know, and as seeing it, it personified something for me, you know, it could talk to me. And so therefore I spoke to it. And in doing that, people came to recognize its existence, why it was here, etc., etc., and the people who live here.
Were you very familiar with Brixton when I'm growing up? Because I know that you live more in North London, so you're from the other side of the river. But you know, did you have a lot of familiarity with Brixton, you know, as an end?
Well, I lived for a long period of time in Battersea. And that was not so far away from here, so I would come here, I'd go to the market. In 1969, when I started my record label, Torpedo, not the ice record, Torpedo, I would come down here to Nat Cole and the guys who had the Music City shops and so on to sell my little records and things. And Nat Cole was exceedingly good to me. I mean, so were all the other guys. I mean, but Nat Cole in particular, the fact is he came from Guyana. I didn't know that at that time. But years later, I got to understand that Nat had come from Guyana and he was very close to me. We had a good friendship and so on. So in the early days, it was through the records that I came here to sell my little records and things. Also, I'd go up to Liverpool 8 and all the little pockets of black culture in this country. And so I got to understand what's really happening streetwise. You know, I was that kid. And then, of course, when I started working at the Dark and Light Theatre with Norman Beaton, and I must give special thanks and praise to Norman for even bringing me into to this place, because it was then not the place that it is today, you know. At that time, in Brixton, everybody was saying, oh, Brixton this, Brixton that. But then Norman brought me back into the community. And it is standing there looking at that bloody sign, you know, very nice. All right. Yeah, man. Yeah, so the man brought me back into the community in a big way. And seeing that sign, it started to talk to me, man. It started to talk to me. And I knew that I must say, hey, how you doing, baby? All right.
We know the people that love you.
Yeah, it's wonderful. No, it's real. It's real.
Of course it is.
You know, and I was able to write that song. I had to lose all my songs in traveling to Barbados at that time. You know, I'd been talking about black this and black that, and my songs, living on the front line, you know, all of these things. I was making those kinds of statements You know, so it was it was easy. Yes, yes, it was easy to transition those lyrics, to find those lyrics, you know, to be able to speak about in a very positive way what it was like here, you know, and the world grabbed it, you know, and today in being able to celebrate this, you know, it is marvelous because it's been a lot of years. Anything could have happened, you know, but in fact, something positive, I think, has happened, and it's branded this place in a way that the world knows about it. You know, I think that's good for the people of Brixton, and in particular the black people who struggled to make this place something special. You know, it's obvious we had that period of time where people said, you know, we're this and we're that, you know, but ultimately you don't get anything in life, in this life, without a struggle. I know it because I lived it like a soldier.
Last question is just in regards to your reputation as a Renaissance man. You've been involved in so many different disciplines, and as a word of advice to other young people who may be involved in music, that you broaden your entrepreneurial skills, as it were, to embrace different aspects of the industry. Which aspect of your work do you find most enjoyable at this present time?
Creating music, because nothing starts without a song. The song is what gives mileage to the artist, which gives the capacity to the potential entrepreneur, because especially if you own it. And that is the thing that I tried to show all the years. You know, nobody knows of the punishment, nobody knows of the struggle and the strife that it takes to own what you own, you know. And it is that I've tried to show over the years to all the young people who come from our situation. It is that you can do anything that you want. You can, as long as you do it with style and class, you know. I hope that the people from whom I came, the ring bang people, you know, I've been made proud by the things that I've done in the way that I've done them, you know, and I will continue doing those things in the best way that I can.
Living on the front line as usual.
Yes, the front line is where it's at.
Of course. Give thanks for your time, yes?
My pleasure.
Yeah. Keep electrifying and enjoy your afternoon, yes?
All right,
Honor. Thank you.